What is up, everybody? Thank you so much for joining our Action VFX live stream. We have a very exciting lineup for today that includes a number of giveaways. Obviously, we're on the tail end of our Black Friday sale this week, which is finishing up, and you'll hear more about that in a minute. But first, let me introduce you to our first guest today, who is our lead product designer and just all around generally talented dude, Zach Van Hoy. What is up, Zach?
Hey, everyone.
How's it going, man?
It's going great.
Nice. Well, I know you are often behind the scenes and tend to keep your face hidden out of most photos, but why don't you just go ahead and share a little bit about yourself, maybe talk about your role at the company. What is it you do here at Action VFX?
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to. My name is Zach. I am our lead product designer. So what that means is I get to work on the team that creates all of our products, from filming and shooting to editing, cleaning up, and then all the way into VFX shots to demo the products out. I've been here for 2 years, and I just absolutely love it. Work with such a great team.
Nice. And we don't pay him to say that. He is just...
It's honest. It's honest.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. And we definitely love working with you. Just your creative eye and just pushing the bounds of quality, I think, has really helped us raise the standards in our products, which at the end of the day is the main thing.
Thank you very much.
So thanks for hanging out with us on the stream. Next up, we have, last but certainly not least, my man, Rodolphe Pierre-Louis, who is our CEO. I feel like we need like an applause-o-meter or something, but give it up for Rodolphe. What's up, bro?
Hey, hello everyone. Well, no applause necessary, but yeah, it's always good to do those live streams and get a chance to talk to the users and stuff. So definitely looking forward to this one. We did one last week and this was our first time doing it in a long time, so we didn't have our stuff together yet, but it's going to be a lot better live stream this time. So excited to talk to everyone and talk about our giveaways, our sale, our new products, and yeah, should be fun.
That is a promise. So as I mentioned, our Black Friday sale going on, we do have a new giveaway that I would like to throw a graphic up really quick and talk about. So this is the Action VFX Drive giveaway. If you know anything about our products, it is going to be our entire library. So that includes all the products that we've made available on Action VFX in the maximum resolution. So that includes, even up to 6K at like 96 frames per second on some effects. And so what that includes, or what the giveaway is rather, is anybody that buys a 2K or 4K bundle during our sale period from November 26th to December 3rd will automatically be entered to win an Action VFX digital drive. And as I mentioned, that is our entire library, so that's worth well over $9,000 each, and we will have two lucky winners for that. If you've already made a purchase of a bundle during this period, don't worry, you're already entered to win. But that's something that we decided, hey, we really want to give away our library. What can we do to make the Black Friday sale just end really well? And what better way to do it than a massive giveaway of over $9,000 each? Another really cool thing that we're going to be doing at the end of this stream is we are going to be giving away 3 Boris FX suites. And so they're annual subscriptions, 3 Trace annual subscriptions to the Boris FX suite. It includes a ton of awesome products, and each one of these is valued at, $12.95 each. So I'm going to drop a link to this product page in the chat, and you can check it out as far as what all of that entails. So to be entered to win one of the 3, count them, 3 Boris FX annual subscriptions, all you have to do is ask us questions on this stream. So that can be on YouTube or on Facebook. But go ahead and drop your questions in the chat, and you'll be entered to win. That's basically it. We don't like to overcomplicate things. So with that being said, we have the full fun giveaway stuff lined up. Let's jump right in, talk about our new products. So I know we've talked a little bit about them last week, but we were teasing a new product that hadn't been released yet, and that ended up being our free camera presets. So Mr. Zach, I will let you take the reins on this one. What's the big deal? What are the products? I guess I can roll the video of them first. That would probably help. So let's do it here. Working on it. Here we go.
It's coming.
Nice. All right, Zach, take it away. What did we just see?
Yeah, so we really wanted to create some free camera shake presets for you all that could really be used to enhance your work. This way, if you need to shoot something locked off, you're still going to get a great looking shot at the end when you add that camera shake in. And we really wanted to take it another level and create some different types of camera shake to be used in different scenarios. Specifically, like we have some impacts in there so that you can apply them to shots with explosions or things like that. We've got some vehicle presets, so things that were shot maybe with a green screen on a stage with a car, and you need to add that realistic shake to it. You've still got that. Those I was really pleased with. I love how those turned out. If you're going to be flying a spaceship, something like that, or also great for large vehicles moving nearby that maybe you want feel a little bit of that rumble. Those are great to apply to those shots. And so, we just we took our camera and we printed out this massive tracking chart, and it turned out great. Luke and I filmed those and then tracked them. And we also wanted to provide the plates for you all in case you're not using After Effects. Maybe you're using Nuke or one of the other programs for your compositing. So you can still take those, track those, and apply them to your shots just like you would with the After Effects presets.
And so that means that, providing those plates, really you can use it in any software that you can track. So whether that's Nuke, DaVinci, Fusion or Resolve, whatever, you can use those, which are awesome. And for the presets that we made, we did track those using Mocha Pro, which again kind of plays in. That's part of the giveaway today. So easy, especially compared to, like, we had done some tests using some of the built-in After Effects trackers, like the Point Tracker, and it was just like, Zach, I mean, you can attest to what were some of the results between Point Tracker versus Mocha Pro?
The main thing for us was the speed. Mocha Pro tracked so much faster that we were able to get these out in a much shorter time. And also just, tweaking tracks if we have just something that goes off just a little bit, maybe in the impacts where they have a lot of motion blur, it was really easy just to go in there, tweak that track, and then we were good to go. Really benefited from using Mocha Pro for these.
Yeah, for sure. Ro, do you want to kind of touch on, I know we did a little bit last week as well, but kind of touch on those other two free products that we had released in case somebody's unfamiliar with those?
Yeah, so we had the crazy goal this year to release 3 new products on Black Friday and on our Black Friday sale, and we accomplished that goal, which was super exciting. So the first one we released was the Portals, the free Portals effects. And these, Luke was the one that worked on these. He worked on the portals and also the VFX shot, and they came out super well. We've gotten so many downloads from these portals so far, and yeah. So if you need to use some portals for your sci-fi projects or your fantasy projects, definitely check these out on the website right now. They're completely free. And then we went on to release the free, oh man, so many products, I'm drawing a blank. It was the free bullet tracers effects, which that was something that people just always requested those. I feel like multiple times a week someone would ask us to do bullet tracer effects. And at first we thought that was going to be a paid collection, but after we got into the process, it felt like, no, like these would be so simple and so effective. So why not just give them away for free during our sale? So you can also download these for free right now. And of course, Zach just mentioned the camera shake presets, which it's one of those things where if you do a lot of visual effects, you know that sometimes you just want to just shoot on a tripod, like once you add camera motion to a shot, that does increase the complexity a little bit. And sometimes you just don't want to have to deal with comping something and then also tracking and making sure all of that. So you'd film it on a tripod, but then you can just throw in a cool camera shake on it and that works. So yeah, it was a very good, like that's something we do quite a bit for our own VFX shots. So we felt like it would be needed to actually do something like that for the users. And I did see one comment that asked if you have to use After Effects for them. The presets are After Effects presets, but that's why we provided the actual plates that we shot. So you can see those plates, they still have the camera motion. So whether you're using any other software like Nuke or HitFilm or anything that can track really, like you can download the plates and do your own tracking. So you're not just limited to After Effects. So yeah, like overall, like it came out great. We managed to release everything. We do have a great team at Action VFX, from the product design team to the creative team to the marketing team. And of course, we have the users that are downloading everything and using them. So yeah, very excited about those free products for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So for those of you just joining, we did mention that we are doing a giveaway at the end of this stream. To be entered to win, all you have to do is comment a question, preferably a legitimate question, for our team on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching. Yeah.
Sweet. And I just give a rundown of the free products, but we also have some new paid products, which has been doing very well for the sale. So one big winner this sale for sure, as far as best-selling products go, has definitely been our glass or breaking glass effects. You guys have so far been enjoying this collection so much. It's our top seller currently for the entire sale. And it's been great because glass was something that was always requested ever since we launched, I feel like. And it was one of those things where we're always so busy doing different things that we never got around to making glass effects, but we finally got to do it. And, it was breaking glass panels, but also those breaking glassware, which you're seeing right now, which no one really has done this before at the level that we did it for this collection. If you're having a shootout scene, whether you're in a bar or something like that, and you want to be shooting some bottles or some glasses and things like that, it works so well. We did a VFX shot for it and it was great. So yeah, so this is really cool. So yeah, like our glass has been really popular, which I've just really excited about that. And then next up is, of course, our new energy effects, which everyone loves a little magic, right? So the energy effects can be used for sci-fi visual effects. It can be used for fantasy visual effects, whether you're a wizard doing magic, sci-fi weapons, anything like that. These are really cool. So yeah, these have been definitely big winners for our sales so far. And the last one I'll talk about is the large-scale gas explosions collection, which has also been a big one that everyone has been loving. And the reason for that is we already have some real assets, like real explosion assets on the website. But for this one, we definitely wanted to see what advantages that we could get by doing them CG instead of filming them. And it's like you definitely do get a lot of advantages. The first one is the different angles, like we can have many different angles, like it doesn't have to just be shooting, front facing. So that's been a big plus. A second one has been just the fact that we can have the scale just so much bigger, like it would be very hard to get something that huge in real life, but the fact that there's CG, we're able to get some super big explosions and stuff. So yeah, do check these out. These have been going out really well too.
For sure. Plenty of new and exciting things happening. Let me hop in the chat and see if we have any good questions here.
Yeah.
Looks like there's quite a few.
Feed us with the questions, Luke.
Quite a few. All right, here's the first one. People usually like to know this. Johnny Smith asks, whereabouts are you guys?
Want to take this one, Zach?
Yeah, I'd be glad to. I saw someone ask if I was from Texas. I'm not. It's close. It's Tennessee. So we are in Northeast Tennessee.
Northeast Tennessee.
Yep. So we're in a city called Johnson City, Tennessee. And yeah, it's definitely not a town that's known for visual effects, but we decided to change that. And now we're known as the people that blow things up. And it's great.
Our goal is to be known for visual effects in Johnson City more than Johnson City is known for being in the song Wagon Wheel. I don't know if that'll happen.
It's a bold goal.
That is a bold statement. Next question from Peyton. What's one of the coolest productions you guys have seen your products used in? And we can let each of you take this one.
Mm-hmm. I would say for me, definitely the most impressive one is definitely Spider-Man Far From Home, because, I grew up watching Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man and I love that movie. So it was very great to actually see that, hey, like we're being used at a production at that level, which is always great to see. But there's definitely so many cool things. I would say any show that I actually enjoy, it's always great to just be casually watching it. And then I notice something like that's always super cool to me. And that can literally be any show. I remember, I used to be a big fan of Arrow, right? And one day I remember watching Arrow and it was just like, oh, hey, there goes our explosions and stuff. And, things like that is always super cool. But as far as, impressive productions, top one for me would definitely be Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah, for me, I'd have to say is Waco. I think Waco, in that show, they did such a great job using our fire and smoke assets. Like, the compositing was great. Everything looked so real. And their breakdowns they're wonderful. So that was definitely my favorite thing that I've seen our products in. I also just enjoyed watching that show, too.
All right, next question from Mr. Andy Stacy. When are you guys going to go hop on the Corridor Crew channel? Love to see a VFX Artist React episode with one of you guys providing some insight on how this stuff is actually made.
I would say whenever we get the invite, right?
Oh.
And whenever COVID is done, so we can actually travel and go do something. But yeah, we love the guys at Corridor. We've worked with them in the past. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember the battle box that we did with them, and they, still use our stuff for quite a bit of their projects. And yeah, overall, great guys, super nice people. So definitely would be cool to be part of that just whenever there's a good opportunity.
All right, next question. Shout out to Lee Watson. watching. Very talented artist. He asks, what are your favorite types of assets to shoot?
Ooh, tell us, Zach.
Oh man, there's some good things out there. Personally, things that I've worked on, my favorite has honestly probably been the glass that we just did. That was just a lot of fun. I got to really challenge ourselves, discover new ways of doing things. Also, just pushing the bounds of how well we shoot, because we were trying to produce these assets at a much shorter time period. So we really had to really be on it as far as making sure we shot everything right, and so that our post-processing could go a lot faster. It was challenging in many ways and also a lot of fun.
Hey, look, I just saw someone ask about the rules for the giveaway. Could you go ahead and throw up that Action VFX bundle?
Yeah.
And I'll talk about it for a little bit. So for anyone who's just joining us, so we do have a giveaway going on right now. It is for a chance to win our Action VFX drive, which basically means everything we make, like our entire library. It's over 3,700 4K and up visual effects elements. And basically how to win it is you just have to buy a 2K or 4K bundle during our Black Friday sale. That is going on right now. It started on November 26th. And you have today. Today is the last day, December 3rd, for you to basically get that. And we will choose 2 lucky winners. Will be randomly selected from anyone who bought a bundle during this period. And those 2 lucky winners will win an Action VFX digital drive worth $9,400. It basically includes everything we make, as I said. So if you want that, definitely take advantage of that. And stick around, because at the end of this live stream, we are also giving away 3 free 1-year subscriptions to Boris FX. And this is definitely worth, I think, about $1,200, right, Luke?
Yep.
Yeah, so all you have to do is ask a question during this live stream, and we will pick 3 random winners to win that. So these are how you win what we're giving away right now.
All right, got another question. Hey Nice Ty asks, have you seen your effects in anything that made you cringe?
Yes. Obviously, I'm a professional, so I'm not going to say what it was, but I definitely have seen our stuff used in some bigger productions terribly. And, sometimes, hey, maybe the artists that work on it just didn't really have the time, because I do know, like with TV shows and stuff, the time crunches are very, very limited. So maybe that's kind of what it was. But yeah, like some muzzle flashes usually. I feel like muzzle flashes is one of those things where on one hand it's easy to apply, but sometimes it just stands out really, and it just doesn't look good at all. So yeah, I've seen some stuff.
I've seen some stuff. I can just feel the history in your voice. Sweet. Let me see what else we've got. I found a question. Here it is. I was looking for it. I lost it. What new collections do you want to make in 2021? I think this is a great question.
That is a great question. I know one thing that we're really wanting to make soon is rain, different rain effects. So on glass, different things that you could use for cars and windows, and actually the rain itself that you can put into your shots, foreground, background, all of that.
Yeah, that was something we were really hoping to accomplish this year, but obviously everyone's plans have changed. So we pivoted and made it work as best we can. But yeah, rain is definitely, I would say, the top tier on our list currently. Got another question that says, directed for Mr. Rudolph, are you French?
I am not French. I'm actually Haitian from Haiti, and we do speak French down there, so hence my name. Je parle un peu de français, mais pas trop. So yeah, speak some French, and I can understand it. But no, I am not French by nationality.
When it comes to visual effects, do you have any do's and don'ts, and how much is too much? It's a good question.
It's like one thing for me, I would say do is definitely plan ahead. One thing we've learned at Action VFX is there are a lot of things that you can spend 5 minutes on while you're shooting that will save you like 50 hours in post-production, So yeah, that's definitely the thing I would always advise is take the time to plan, the shot, whatever it is. Take the time to shoot it right. Take the time to light the green screen right. Like, hey, if you realize that, hey, we need one more light to properly light this green screen. Don't just say, it'll be fine, I'll figure it out. No, like take the extra 5 minutes to set up that other light because that's going to save you like 50 minutes later on. So yeah, do the work up front so that you don't have to fix everything in post because then you'll just thank yourself more.
All right, one more question before we hop over into some other things for a minute. But the question is, what safety steps do you guys take when filming with real fire and explosive elements? Obviously, that is not something that anyone should just run outside and do in 20 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of stuff that we don't show in our product videos and ads because it's not the exciting stuff, but don't make no mistake. We're not out here blowing things up. Just some random guys in a backyard doing things. There are a lot of safety measures that we do have to, take because, obviously this stuff are dangerous. So we're all visual effects, creative filmmakers, whatever you want to call us. One thing we're not is pyrotechnicians. Like that's not our domain. So like it's not us that's going to handle, the fires and the explosions and things like that. So we do work with professional pyrotechnicians professional and licensed, I should also say that, pyrotechnicians to ensure that, hey, we have a safe environment to actually do all of those things. And make sure to get all the necessary permits and notify, local authorities. I know some shoots we've had, like one of our first shoots, we had to have, I think, 2 firemen present at all times. So that's part of it. We've had, fire marshals come by to make sure everything is fine. So yeah, that's just some of the basic things. But the short version is we know what we don't know. So we hire people that can actually do the cool explosion stuff. That way we can focus on the fun stuff, like capturing it the right way, making sure it stays in frame and all of that good stuff. So
yeah, I feel like there are so many like different aspects that come into developing the look of like an explosion, for instance. And so, we really have to like develop that relationship with our pyrotechnicians really well to where we can say this needs to do more red explodey out the left, and then they understand what they can translate for our more technical film speak. But no, that's a really good question. All right, I did see. Yeah, this is another really good question. And then after this, we will show a couple VFX shots. But Joel asks, why do you shoot at 5K at 96 frames per second with the red weapon helium? Why not 75 FPS at 8K or 96 FPS at 6K? Sir Zach, you want to take this one?
I would love to. There are different things that make us shoot with certain cameras. In the past, we have rented cameras that have different specs, but when we decided to actually purchase our own Red, low light sensitivity was one of the biggest reasons. And the 5K camera from Red has the best sensor for low light sensitivity, for low noise in those shooting situations. And it also kept us above the 4K mark. So that was still great. And then another reason is with certain cameras, you have even larger sensor sizes than full frame or Super 35. And then you get into different types of lenses, and you're limited in the lenses that you can use. We really want the sharpest, cleanest lens that we can get so that we can provide the sharpest and cleanest image for our artists. Then they can blur or do whatever, soften to match their camera and lens setup that everything was shot with. But that's another reason is lens choice and sensor size. All of that goes into play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think, well, I know, we have some like larger studio clients that if we were like, hey, here's an 8K footage at 75 FPS, but the asset itself doesn't need that, like they're not gonna want that. So I think there's, like you said, more of the technical specification side of, does this effect require this, or is that just like unnecessary past kind of a certain threshold?
Yeah, because data management becomes a big issue when you're getting to that level. I mean, anything that the file sizes can be smaller and they can move faster with, that save time and save money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which another reason, we, even if we have a product at 6K, we'll still offer like a 2K version of that.
Yep.
Because it's all about usability. We want to clean stuff up as much as it can be. So you can just drag that in and roll with it and not have to like clean it up every time. But at the same time, if you want to pull that raw file out and really, make some tweaks to a specific hero element, you have the opportunity to do so. Very good questions. All right. So keep those questions rolling in. For those of you just joining us, we are giving away 3 one-year subscriptions to the Boris FX Suite. We dropped a link inside of the chat for that webpage so you can see what that includes. It's over $1,200 for each license, and we are giving away 3 of them. All you have to do is ask a question in the stream. It's possibly the easiest thing you've done today, depending on how difficult your day has been. In the meantime, I'm going to roll some VFX shots that we can just ooh and ah over, because that's what we do. And we will be back to answer some more questions. So keep dropping those in the chat. I guess we can do some narration because I think this one doesn't have audio. Oh, so you drop your little explosion there. Can we get some Bob Ross narration, Zach?
Yeah, the main thing to know when you make an error, it's not an error if you learn from it. It's not a mistake. That's the main thing to know here.
Just going to put some happy explosions here.
Yeah.
Happy explosions.
Yeah, this was one of my first shots when I started here. It could have even been the very first shot that I worked on here.
I think it was, because I remember, it was your first shot, and I walked over and was like, man, this looks really good. Not like I was doubting you, but...
No. Oh, yeah, using the new fire lens flares here to really tie that scene together, get that interaction with the lens. Those were a fun one to create.
Yeah. There's Real Estate Row showing me a faulty building. And Zach downstairs.
Also my first acting experience here.
Hey, these are taking us back so much. Like, I haven't seen those shots in so long. Yeah, it's been like 2 years since we've done them.
Yeah, these are some old ones. I still really love that product specifically. Is just
it's like just changing some lighting right here, and then
just one wipe and all your editing's done, right? Sweet. All right, I'm going to roll one more. And I think these are a little, yeah. We'll go with this one. Yeah, so we've got the fire flicker kits setting in the corner there that you can see before that wipe happens. Just kind of casting some practical light on the area.
I really like this fog shot. It's like,
Thanks.
like it just always seemed really cool to me.
I know one thing that really helped Luke sell this shot. I think you darkened the background behind the fog, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
that was
I did
also
that in this too.
yeah, that was also my first time using Mocha just to create like really fast masks.
Oh yeah.
And just all the edges of those rocks, I feel like were really inconvenient. But man, when I found the workflow in Mocha for that, it was just like, hey, I could kick out like 10 more of these shots if I needed to.
Yeah, roto and tracking all in one is definitely makes our lives easier.
Yep.
This is one of my favorite shots I've gotten to work on. Honestly, really enjoyed this. Jumped into particular to create the meteors and everything to go along with their large-scale dust explosions. But those dust explosions, the flexibility, changing the lighting with the different passes, the render passes, the shadows, all of that just being so customizable. It was a lot of fun and very easy to match those to the lighting of the scene and the color of the scene and all of that.
Yeah, those things are definitely looking really, really good.
All right. I feel like we're getting a lot of great questions. So could you kind of just start rapid firing, Luke?
Yeah.
That way we can cover some good ones.
All right, you ready for this?
We're ready.
Got your seatbelts buckled? All right, Chase asks, what's your number one tip for beginners? Either of you can jump in.
Yeah, I'd like to take this one. I would say to create yourself a goal and work until you reach that goal. Because treat it like somebody. If it's not something you're getting paid for, someone has asked you to do, then treat it like it is, and work through it till the end, and you will learn so much more. Don't just follow a tutorial, but actually create your own shot or your own project where you're having to learn things yourself, figure out things yourself, and problem solve, and do it all the way to the end. Don't give up on it. That's what's going to really, really help out. That's what helped me out a lot.
Yeah, for sure. All right, moving on. Robert asks, would Action VFX consider doing 3D assets to be used in programs, i.e. 3D Max, or for use in other?
That's an interesting question. I don't know. Maybe. Wink, wink.
All right, here's a good one. Stephen Blaylock asks, hi, are your effects created based on a need you had at one point for a project, or do you think up effects needs for your customers?
I would say it's... Oh, go ahead, Zach.
You want me to go? Okay. I think it's sort of a combination of both in some way, but really we are focused on our customers. I mean, we want to create the assets that you do need, the things that everybody is needing, whatever is going to help you work faster. And to go along with that, we have actually recently started a user suggestions page. I don't know, is there a way that we could get a link to that posted? Because this new page that we have, it lets you all suggest different products that you would like to see. It also lets you upvote things so that we can get a feel for how many people want the different assets and what it is that you all are looking for. You can also go in, you can comment on different things, and that's really a good way to let us know details as far as what you want to see and what you need.
Yeah, that's a great point. So that is called feature upvote. I dropped a link in the chat. or you can also just go to actionvfx.featureupvote.com, and you can see, I think Nuclear Explosions is sitting up on top right now. But you can add your own suggestions there. As Zach said, it also doesn't have to be an effect specifically. It can also be, hey, I want this codec available, or I find myself wanting a different purchasing option on the checkout. Really, anything is fair game on there, which plays into this next question from Sean. Are y'all ever going to do subscriptions?
All right, I'm taking this one.
Go for it.
I mean, it's in the works, right? Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? I'm allowed to say that.
You decide if you're allowed to say
that. I'll allow it.
But yeah, I mean, that's something we've been exploring for a while. And I mean, it's not going to be, the thing with running a company, like there's no make a subscription button that we can just push and just say, hey, subscription, and then it all happens. I mean, obviously, we still need to allocate the right resources to actually building, like initially the website wasn't really built for that. So there's still work to be done on the development side of things to make sure the site is ready. There's work to be done in the market research side of things too, because again, like we need to make business decisions based on, what's good for the user, but also what's good for the company in the long term. So yeah, like it's not something that I would say is coming any day now, but yeah, like we definitely want to bring a good option for you guys, because we do know that would help many people that currently cannot take advantage of Action VFX be able to take advantage of Action VFX. So yeah, so short answer is it is being worked on, although there are no concrete plans on what exactly that will look like. But keep following us on social media, subscribe to our email list, and when we have something to announce officially, we'll announce it.
Yeah, and that's definitely one of those things too where, there are so many like behind the scenes costs associated, like not just filming X amount of explosions that costs whatever production costs. Serving, we have some collections like the R3D, the raw files are upwards of 300 and 400 gigabytes. And having to build out that kind of infrastructure, obviously we have to pay for download costs as well. Mm-hmm. There's just a lot wrapped up into that. And with that being said, we're also not all right, pay $4 a year and get everything that we make, because that's not sustainable for, actually having high standards of quality, which we like. We would prefer to have
love
quality.
High standards.
We do love high standards. All right. Yeah, getting some new good comments rolling in. This one says, do you guys plan on doing more gore effects, not limited to blood assets?
Yeah. I mean, that's the short version for all questions relating to that. Our goal really is to keep outdoing ourselves. We want ourselves to be our main competitors. That's why we have so many volume 2s of different collections. It's kind of like, hey, I know we did this volume 1 and it's great, but let's make something that's so much better than it, because we want to keep going. So yeah, we definitely want to do more gore effects. And if there's any specific gore effects you'd like to see, maybe you want some zombie intestines packs, I don't know. Be sure to go to actionvfx.featureupvote and yeah, tell us about it. Other users will be able to vote on it, and we will know, because obviously in a perfect world, we would make everything every user could ever want. But in this current world that we live in, we do have to prioritize based on users' needs and things like that, because we're our business at the end of the day. So yeah, it's always great to just tell us what you guys want. Feature upvote is great, because then everyone can just vote on it, and we can just kind of see the demand for the users. So
yeah. Sean's follow-up comment was, cost to be the boss. Tozo Tube said, yo, it's not always behind it all. I comment on a lot of your stuff on YouTube and Twitter under the name Tozo. Thanks, Tozo. We appreciate it.
Love you too.
Next question is, can we get a tutorial on how to use the portal effects?
Yes, you can. We'll have something coming out for that fairly soon. That's in the works.
Yeah, so this kind of pairs well with another comment that I saw slide right through. But it was basically asking why some of our products, once downloaded, have 2 files associated. So I would say the portal effects, might be that file in question. Zach, you want to kind of talk about that?
Yeah. So different products, depending on what they are and how they were created, allow us to provide basically files to help make your life easier and work faster. So for example, like with the portals, the way that they were created, we were able to generate an alpha map to go in the center of the portal. So it follows the edges exactly with all the distortion and everything going on. That would be very complicated to roto out or create your own mask. So we went ahead and generated that and provided that so that you can take that black and white image and you can apply it to your footage that's going to be inside your portal. And then it's just, a few clicks and you're done. It's all keyed. You don't have to roto anything to get something in there. And it just makes your life a lot easier. So whenever we're able to do that and really provide those extra files to help your lives be easier and your compositing go faster, we do try our best to do that. And that's typically the reason behind all of that.
Yes, sir. All right. Let me see. Got a couple other questions. People just joining in, wondering what we're talking about. Yeah, I guess, Ro, you want to do a quick recap, just kind of some of the things we've touched on, as well as our giveaway. So drop questions still to be entered to win.
Yeah. All right, time me. This is a 30-second recap of everything we're talking about. So the first one is 50% off Black Friday sale is still going on right now. It ends tomorrow. So be sure to get our assets at 50% off. This is the best deal you'll get this year. Next up, we have a chance for you to win our entire library. So all you have to do is buy a bundle during our Black Friday sale. And tonight we'll actually be ending that and choosing the winners. So just buy a bundle. You'll automatically be entered for a chance to win that. And we'll pick a user. Well, 2 lucky winners. Then we have the buy 4 get 1 free thing going on right now. So if you go on our website and you add 5 things to your cart, 1 of them will be free. So that's just extra news. We have new Breaking Glass assets, which are awesome. They're all very fun to make, very fun to use. So go ahead and use them. And energy effects that are great, like energy bursts, energy shock waves, can really be used to make some really cool sci-fi, fantasy, magic effects and stuff. Oh, big thing. That's a new feature we have.
Here we go. You got this.
Previously bought a 2K collection in the past. Maybe that's all you needed at the time. Or maybe you only had the budget for a 2K collection at the time. But now you feel like, oh man, I want some 4K elements and I don't want to just buy it full price again. Well, this was a highly requested feature. We finally have that. You now have the ability to upgrade your 2K collections to 4K or higher at a special discounted rate. So you don't have to just buy the whole thing all over again. And since we do have a 50% off sale right now is really the best time to convert any 2K collections to 4K. So, and the last thing is we are giving away three, that's French, subscriptions for Boris FX. It's an annual 1-year subscription for Boris FX. that gives you access to all their great products that they make. All you have to do is ask a question during this live stream, and then we will pick someone.
That was really good.
So that's everything we're talking about. Oh, and we're also answering questions from everyone.
Yes. So drop any final questions here. Again, that Boris giveaway that we'll be doing very shortly is valued at $1,295 per license. We're giving away 3 macaroons, three big ones for that license. That includes Sapphire, Continuum, Mocha Pro, Silhouette, Optics, and there's a lot of stuff in there. Like we've already talked about, Mocha Pro there's not a day that goes by where we don't use Mocha Pro. And that's being completely honest, because it's really good. All right, some final questions here, and then we will wrap it up with those final giveaways.
Yeah, let's pick some really great ones.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Searching through. Lance asks, any favorite VFX artists / companies who use your assets that we should check out?
Ooh. All right, as far as VFX artists, Adam has been doing super cool stuff recently. If you could find a link to his YouTube channel and post it, he just is super talented, made some super sick tutorial with our energy assets. Yeah, he just does really great stuff. He's on YouTube, and he's been super cool. So definitely check him out. You'll learn something from him. And as far as companies,
I was gonna say, just dropped a link to Adam's YouTube channel in the chat.
Yeah. As far as companies, we are good friends with Crafty Apes. They're pretty awesome. And, we got to visit them earlier this year. Man, that was this year. It feels like 2 years ago.
It does.
We got to visit them earlier this year, and they always do some very great work and stuff. So definitely check out Crafty Apes, VFX. They are one of my favorite visual effects companies right now. So anyone, Zach?
Honestly, I was thinking about him too. That slow motion shot that he created with our new energy assets, that was killer. That was great.
Yeah, that was very nice. Very nice. We got our first donation from Sir Tozo. Thank you very much, sir. We definitely appreciate it.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
It is extremely humbling, for real, to just be able to make different things that help inspire people. Like at the end of the day, if I've done nothing else but write emails all day, like it's those types of messages that really just fuel and reignite like what we get to do every day. Because it looks super fun from the outside. It's really fun on the inside, but there are some days where it's really hard. And especially with I'm talking like 17-hour days. So I would definitely take 17-hour days of doing what you love over doing what you hate. But nevertheless, it's still work and it's still hard. So that means a lot. Thank you so much for that donation. Let's see what else we've got. All right. I think we are coming to a close here. So while you both answer this question, I will grab our winners from the chat. So give me a second. Drag this one out.
Let's see. Mine, dragging this out a little bit, Luke, just to give you some time. Yeah, it's 300.
300. Oh, mine would be 365 because it signifies 1 year. And if you really commit to yourself, you can accomplish a lot in 1 year. So
Yeah,
remember that, kids.
That's good.
There's your motivation.
Yep. I thought you were going to say 365 because that's the number of days I work in a year. No days off. Go ahead.
I did start taking days off after 2017.
Yeah,
maybe in 2016 and 2015, I didn't take any days off.
Yeah. All right, final question, and then we will announce our winners here. What's the difference between Nuke and After Effects? And is really Nuke better than After Effects and VFX?
Sure. Well, it's some preference, and I think it's also dependent on what you're doing. After Effects, I think, has a very strong. It's got a lot for motion graphics as far as text, different things like that. More of your MoGraph things, but you can also do a ton of compositing. We work in After Effects here. It's easier for us to clean products because of our pipeline. We were able to use that very well. We can create custom tools. You can also do that for Nuke. But then obviously Nuke is basically the standard for VFX post houses. And there's a lot that you can do in it that you maybe can't do in After Effects, or is harder, or just takes longer. But yeah, it's a lot of preference. Also, price point is a big deal too. There's a big price difference there.
Great answer. Thank you, sir. All right, Tozo commented back, keep killing it, guys. I'll be up there with y'all one day. I have a short in the works right now. I'll be sure to send it to the Twitter. We will definitely check it out. So thanks again.
Sweet. Awesome.
All right. We are ready for our big winners.
Woo! Let's win some prizes.
So I want to see those comments rolling as we announce the final 3 winners for the Boris FX suite. We've been bragging on it the whole time. It is worth over $1,200 per license, and we have not 1, not 2, but Zach's favorite number 3, not 3. We have 3 licenses. So our first winner, randomly selected from the comments for asking questions, which was the only criteria for what we had stated, is Film Masters. Film Masters.
All right.
Number 1. You have won. Pet Rat says that's a lot of dollars. You're exactly right.
You're exactly right, Pet Rat.
That is a lot of dollars. All right, second winner, looks like this one's coming in from YouTube, is Peyton Hibbert.
Nice.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Congrats. This one says, no, I'm too late. Sorry. And our final winner coming from Facebook is Greg Nevius.
Hey.
So congrats to our 3 winners, Film Masters, Peyton Hibbert, and Greg Nevius. Congratulations. That do be a lot of doll hairs. You're right, and you have won. Awesome. So our team will reach out to you guys on your respective platforms to get your Action VFX account emails, and we will go from there to get you hooked up with your prizes for the 1-year subscription to the Boris FX suite. Don't forget, our Black Friday sale is going on and ends tomorrow. Any closing thoughts, Mr. Rowe or Zach?
Closing thoughts would be, hey, thank you everyone for joining us to this live stream. Every time we get to talk to you guys, it's good because we do spend a lot of times just in a cave, right, working on stuff. And it's always great to interact with our users and actually see the people element of what we do and seeing how, our work benefits you guys' work. So thank you for joining us on this live stream. The last thing I would say is, of course, we have a 50% off Black Friday sale, biggest sale of the year happening right now. So go ahead and go on actionvfx.com. You can get collections for super cheap. You can get clips, individual clips. You don't have to buy a full collection if you don't need it. Individual clips starting as low as $2.5, depending on which clip you're getting. So yeah, definitely check out our Black Friday sale. Everything ends tomorrow. So, just don't miss out on that. You'll enjoy it.
Yes. And wrapping up with one final question, do you have another stream time planned? As Ro mentioned at the beginning of this is pretty new for us. We're really heads down a lot of the time, just building out products. But I feel like this has gone really well, and I think we can definitely put this on the schedule for a regular occurrence because it's super fun.
Do a Christmas time live stream or something like that, and give away some more stuff. Ooh, yeah. We could give away 12 things.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, see, look at that.
Awesome. Well, once again, thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you have an awesome day. And as always, we are here at Action VFX if you have any questions or if there's anything we can do for you. So, guys, take it easy. Signing off.
Thanks.
Sweet.
See everybody.